all in this video we will see finite state automata with output. That is with each state and out each state or transition some output will be associated. So we have two different kinds of automaton. One is Moore machine in which the output is associated with states, and Mealy machines in which output is associated with transitions. Okay, so we have they may be using a different output symbol other than the input symbol, so that output can be associated with states or transitions. So we will see Moore machine first. So in Moore machine, as I told, output is associated with each of its states. Okay. So Moore machine is a 6 tuple. So the DFA is actually 5 tuple, right? DFA is and NFA is a 5 tuple. So Moore machine is actually a 6 tuple. So one extra entry is added. So M is Q, the same Q as DFA or NFA. The set of states sigma, the input alphabet, Q0, the starting state. Now lambda, the mapping function, O, the output alphabet, Q sigma. Yeah, now delta, the transition function. So here there is no notion of a final state because that doesn't make sense, isn't it? Because outputs are associated with every state in a Moore machine. So there is nothing like a final state here. So Q sigma, Q0, delta, O, delta. These are lambda or delta. These are the entries in the tuple. Q is a set of states, sigma is the input alphabet, Q0 is the start state, lambda is the mapping function which maps states to outputs. So this is lambda, it maps states to output. So output is the O is the output alphabet, delta is this usual transition function that we know. Okay. So we will see an example. So yeah, I'll see the modulus 3 operation on binary numbers. Okay, so I'll draw the Moore machine for that first and will explain that to you. So Q0, 0. So modulus 3 operation is what we are drawing. So when we do mod 3 operation, you can have 3 different values as modulus. It can be 0, or the modulus can be 1, or the modulus can be 2, isn't it, when we perform mod 3 operation. So Q1, 1, Q2, 2. So these are the different state possible, because when we divide a number, when we take modulus of a number with binary number with 3, you may get 0 as a result, you may get 1 as a result, or you may get 2 as a result. So 0, 1, 2 are the output alphabet. Okay, so O contains 0, 1 and 2. These are the output alphabets. Okay, now the input alphabet that we are taking, sigma, that we are taking as the binary string. So we have just zeros and ones. Okay, 0, 1, 2 are the output alphabet. Okay, so here when the number is simply 0, you will get the modulus 0. When the number is 1, you will get mod 1. When the number is 2, you will get mod, yeah, when 1, yeah, when 1, it is 1, 1, it is the number 3, isn't it? You get mod 0 again. When the number is 1, 0, when it is 1, 0, this is actually 2, you will get the mod 2, isn't it? Now the number is 1, 0, 1, this is actually 1, 2 and 4, 4 plus 1, 5. You will get, no, 1, 0, yeah, 1, 0, 0. If it is 1, 0, 0, this is actually number 4, and you will get mod 1 again. Okay, now if it is 1, 0, 1, you will get mod 2. 1, 0, sorry, 2, 1, 0, 1 is 5, so you will get mod 2. Okay, so we will check for other inputs also. So I will write some numbers and we will check with this. So 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. I am writing some random numbers. This is the 1's position, this is the 2's position, this is 4th position, and this is 8th position, isn't it? So this is number 1. This is number 1 plus 2, 3 plus 8, 11. this is number 12, and 1 more 3 is 1, 11 more 3 is 2, and 12 more 3 is 0, isn't it? Now let's check. See, when 0 comes, you are at q0 itself. When 0 comes, we will check 0 0 0 1 first. When 0 comes, you are at q0. When the next 0 comes, you are still at q0. When the third 0 comes, you are still at q0, and when the 1 comes, you are at q1. So the modulus is 1, isn't it? The status q1 is associated with modulus 1. So that is right. Okay, now we will check the second input 1 0 1 1. When it is 1, you are at q1. When you get the next 0, you are at q2. When you are getting next one, you are at q2 itself. When you are getting one more one, you are still at q2. So q2 represent the modulus 2. Yeah, modulus 2. That is right. We'll check the last input 1 1 0 0. When you get 1, you are at q1. When you get one more 1, you are at q0. Now when we get 0, you are at q0, and when you get 0, you are at q0. Yeah, that's it. So this is 0 is the modulus, and that is right. Yeah, this is how it works. That is, each state is associated with an output. q0 is associated with the output 0, q1 is associated with the output 1, and q2 is associated with the output 2. That is lambda of q0 is 0, lambda of q1 is 1, lambda of q2 is 2. Yeah, this is how we define this output function lambda. And the function delta is as usual, delta q0 comma 0 is q0 itself, delta q0 comma 1 is q1. And this is very normal transition function, but this is how we define the output function. Delta of q0 is associated with the output 0, delta of q1 is associated with 1, delta of q2 is associated with 2. Yeah, this is how we write this. So each state is associated with output. So we will have as many states as we have output symbols, or you can duplicate the output symbols if you require to. Okay, so that is how we design this. We will see a few more examples. So we will design a Moore machine for 1's complement next. That is, if the number is 0, its complement should be a 1. If the number is 1, its complement should be a 0, isn't it? So if we have at the initial state, we will simply give 0 because we don't have any input. Now if it is 0, we will go to a state which gives the output 1. Now if it is 1, we will move on to a state here. We will define a new state because this is just the starting state. Yeah. Now if the input is 1, we will go to a state which gives the output 0. This is because this is just a starting state and we don't have any input, so we don't have any output also. Okay, so maybe it can be one null. Yeah, now q2 0. Now if you are getting a 1 here, sorry 0 here, you go to the state because that will output a 1. If you are getting a 1 in the state, you come to the state because that will output your 0. Now if you are having more zeros, be present here itself because the states will keep on giving you 1. If you are having more ones, please to stay here because the state will keep on giving you zeros. Okay, this is how we design it. Now let's check for the input 0 1 1 1 0. Okay, see for the first state, as we don't have any input, we are giving a 0. You don't have to you don't have to be bothered about that. That is, for some cases the output will be longer than the input by one simple, like this, because initially it emits a 0 for q0, but you can neglect that because that doesn't make any sense here. Okay, because every state is associated with an output, we are giving this. That's it. So for the 0 you will get the output 1, for this one you will get the output 0, for this one you will get the output 1, For this one, you will take this loop and stay here, and sorry, uh, for this one you will get the output 0. Now for this one you will stay here and it will keep on giving the output 0. For the 0 you will move to this state and this will give you the output 1, and that is the ones complement, isn't it? 0 1 1 0. Now 1 0 0 0 1. Yeah, this is how it works. So that is the move machine for ones complement of a number. Okay, so hope that is clear. Now we will see one more example. So the next question we will do is if the if the move machine contains a substring 1, we will substring 1, we will say we will output the state yes, or we will output the state no. Okay, so if we are having 0, you can output no, any number of zeros. If you are having a 1, you can reach a state wherein it says yes. So if more number of zeros and ones come, you can still be at this state yes. So 0 is defined in the state, 1 is defined in the state, 0 is defined in the state, 1 is defined in the state. Again, I am not giving double circles to any state because there is no notion of a final state, because the output or interpretation of a state is given within the state itself. See, because of simply 0, it is a no. It contains a 1, it is a yes. It is a yes. Yeah. So again, DFA can be treated as a special case of Moore machine, wherein the outputs are zeros and ones. That is 1 for a final state and 0 for a non-final state. If you are interpreting like that, so DFA can be treated as a special case of Moore machine. Yeah. Now we will see Mealy machines. So a Mealy machine is almost like Moore machine. It has the tuple representation Q, the set of states, sigma, the alphabet, input alphabet, then delta, the transition function, then O, the output alphabet, then Q0, the start state, and lambda, the mapping function. The only difference here is lambda maps Q cross sigma to the output state. That is, it takes as arguments a state and an input. Then only it can map to an output state. Okay, that is the outputs are not associated with states, but the outputs are associated with transitions here. For example, we will see an example. For the first example, we will take a Mealy machine which outputs yes when the string is terminating with same symbols, same two consecutive symbols. That is, if it is a binary string, it should terminate either with 0 0 or it should terminate either with 1 1. Okay, so we will design the Mealy machine for that. So Q0, the first state. Now if we are getting a 1 in this, that is definitely a no, because a single 1 cannot make 1 1, isn't it? So we will move on to the state Q1. Now if we are getting one more 1, definitely any more ones are okay. We will move to yes. Now if we are getting 0, that is again a no, because at least 2 zeros are required. So Q2. Now if we are getting more zeros, that is definitely an yes, because multiple zeros still end with 2 zeros at the end. Now if we are getting a 0 here, you can send it to this position, but that will be a no, because the 0 is following a 1, so that is again a no. But once you reach here, you may have more zeros and make it an yes. If you are having a 1 here, that is again a no, because this 1 is following a 0. If we are taking this path as ended, so if you are getting more ones, that will definitely give you an yes. Okay, so this is the Mealy machine for strings ending with 0011. See, I'll explain once again. When the 1 comes for the first time, that is a no, because you need at least 2 ones. Similarly, when a 0 comes for the first time, that is definitely a no, because you need at least 2 zeros. Now when more ones comes, that is a yes, because multiple ones still end with 2 ones. when a 0 comes at this point, that is a no, because you need one more 0 to say that it ends with 0 0. So you will be directed to this point. Now if you are getting more zeros, fine, otherwise no way. Now if you are getting a 1 here, again the 1 is coming after zeros, so no way, you need at least one more 1, so you will be sent to this position. Now if you are getting more ones, fine. Yeah, that is it. That is an example for a Mealy machine. That is, transitions are associated with outputs are associated with transitions, not states. Hope that is clear. Now we will see one more example for Mealy machine. That is the Mealy machine which outputs yes when the number of ones is odd, and outputs 0, outputs no when the number of ones is even. Okay, so q0. Now if 1 1 comes, that is an yes, because 1 is an odd number, so you will go to this state. Okay, now if one more 1 comes, that is a no, because 2 ones makes the total number of ones even. Okay, now you can have any number of zeros, that is not a problem. When zeros comes, it is always yes, because you don't have any problem with the number of zeros that you are having. Okay, and again when it is a single zero, whenever you are at the state, you can never have a yes for output. This is again a no, not because we have restrictions on 0, but because the string 0 1 1 will be accepted if you are giving an yes here, because 1 0 yes 1 1. Okay, so again we have restrictions on we don't have any restrictions on number of zeros, but again we have to make it sure that we have at least 1 1 in this string, odd number of ones in this string, then only we can output no. Otherwise the problem with giving the transition giving the label 1 1 y here is of the string as 1 1 0, that will give you y at the end, because 1 yes 1 no, then the 0 will give you yes. So I don't want that to happen, so I'm giving zeros here, zeros for no here and zeros for yes here. So each edge defines the transition. So that is all about Mealy machines. So these are Moore and Mealy machines. The outputs are associated with states in Moore machine, and outputs are associated with transitions in Mealy machine. So hope that is clear. Thank you.